Perfect. Okay, dream team. Does this work?
Yeah.
Yep,
Good. You can head to toe.
you're all there.
Well, physically, maybe. Uh, Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to BC Lung Breathe Right exercises. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Just a quick reminder before we get started, a couple safety things. Just make sure you have a nice clear space to exercise in, nothing to step on or trip over. You want to make sure you have a sturdy chair, not wheels. Sturdy footwear or bare feet is best. And then you will want some sort of a stretchy band today and some sort of a weight. So you can use whatever you want as a weight, a dumbbell, water bottle, a soup can, whatever you have available, okay? And then finally, just remember this is a virtual recorded class, meaning if there's any noise on your end, we can all hear it. So I would just ask if you have any noise, please put yourself on mute. Whether the phone rings, if there's someone chatting in the next room or 2 rooms away, you'd be surprised at what we can hear. So just keep an eye on that. And then make sure you go at your own intensity. You are in charge of the intensity. I'm here to guide you along and cheer you on. Okay, so let's get started with just some breathing exercises. We're going to start by just raising one arm up as we inhale, and then exhaling through pursed lips to lower that arm down. Then we switch arms. We breathe in, lift the arm up. Breathing out through pursed lips to lower the arm down. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. Last one. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower. Excellent. Now we're going to put our hands up like this. So we're going to breathe in as we pull apart the hands. And then breathe out to bring them back together. You can even try to gently touch forearms together. Breathe in, pull the arms apart. Breathe out to bring your arms back in, and you can even gently touch forearms together. Breathe in and out. Last one, breathe in and out. All right, relax the arms there. All right, and then just last thing, we're gonna just practice breathing in, filling up the belly. We're gonna aim for just a 3-second inhale and then aim for at least a 3-second exhale. Remember, we're exhaling through pursed lips. We're gonna do 4 rounds, and then we're gonna maintain that breathing pattern to start some of our exercises, okay? So 4 rounds without doing anything except breathing. Breathe in, 2, 3, breathe out, 2, 3, breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, breathe in, 2, 3, breathe out through the straw, 2, 3, last one, breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. Maintain this pattern as we start to swing the arms. So still try to breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. So we continue that pattern as we start to move the arms. Good. As we start working more and more, you may notice the 3 seconds may be too challenging for some of you. You might have to drop it to 2. Okay, but we still want to breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, and you maintain that. We can start swinging one arm up and out to the side at a time. And you can start lifting and lowering your heels as well. Excellent work, everybody. Good. Breathing in, 2, 3, out. 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out. 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out. 2, 3. And now we're going to change what our feet are doing. We're stepping 1 foot out at a time. So stepping 1 foot at a time, we breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. And we do our best to maintain our breathing pattern. And most importantly is that pursed lip exhale, like we're breathing out through a straw. Good. You can add in the opposite arm, reaching out in front of you. Good work, everybody. Good. Couple more seconds like this. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're gonna do just a couple arm circles. You can start with just the elbow if you have sore shoulder or neck, or you can do a bigger circle. So whatever feels better for your body. A big circle or an elbow circle. It is your choice. You do what's best for your body. There we go. Excellent. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, now we're just gonna slowly kick out one leg at a time. Nice and slow. Really think about getting those thigh muscles warmed up. So a nice slow kick and bring it back. Slow kick, bring it back. Good work, everybody. And 3, 2, and 1. Put your feet out wide. Good, and now we're gonna just pull one foot, one leg in and across and back out, and then the other one. Slow and controlled. We just wanna warm up those hips. So pull it across and back out. Pull it across and back out. There we go. So pull it across, then back out. Good. And 3, 2, 1. There we go, team. Awesome. Okay, we should be feeling a little bit warmer. Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling warmer. So now we're going to go into a little bit of our cardio. So we're going to just ease into it, slowly start getting our heart rates up. After the first 2 intervals, the goal should be to try to get yourself huffing and puffing a little bit more. And as we go, and we're going to aim to do 8 today. Woohoo! Do the best that you can. We're going to work for 1 minute, rest for 30 seconds, and we're just going to start with a march. Ready and go. So 1 minute of marching. And again, the first two, we're starting off a little bit lower intensity. We're just going to start to ramp up our work. Remember, there's a couple different ways that you can change the intensity. You can have less limbs moving, so maybe just your arms or just your legs. That will reduce the intensity. You can go slower to reduce the intensity, faster to increase the intensity, and then range of motion. If you keep it smaller, maybe lifting up just the heels, that's going to reduce the intensity. And then if you're really exaggerating, that's going to increase the intensity. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So just a reminder, we've got that nice recovery position. You can have your forearms on your thighs. Excellent. In 10 seconds, the next one is going to be lifting to touch across your body. Touch your knee across your body. You can make it harder by reaching with the elbow. 3, 2, 1, and go. So this is one where if you have osteoporosis in your spine, you want to be more cautious of twisting movements. So I would encourage you to just touch with your hand so that you don't run the risk of rounding and twisting. You want to keep up tall. So be extra careful if you have osteoporosis. And we're halfway there. Great job, team. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Well done, everybody. Remember, breathing out through that straw. You can rest through the forearms in this recovery position. Excellent. So our next one, we're reach across for an extra challenge. 3, 2, 1, and go. You can touch out to the side and reach across. So keep up your breathing pattern, everybody. Right, we're breathing out through pursed lips. That's it. Excellent. Keep up your breathing pattern. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Are you keeping track? How many have we done? So we got 5 more. Oh boy, we're saying, oh boy. All right, we're gonna lift and kick. Lift and kick in 3, 2, 1, lift and kick. Awesome. Keep up that breathing pattern as best you can. If you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or like you cannot catch your breath or take a full breath, then you need to rest. Otherwise, let's get ourselves huffing and puffing. We want to challenge our heart and lungs. Great work, everybody. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. Make sure we're breathing out through pursed lips. You're halfway through the cardio. Halfway through the cardio. You're doing great. All right, we're going to start with our feet a little bit in front of us. We're going to pull one foot back at a time and bend and straighten our elbows. 3, 2, 1, and go. So pull one foot back at a time. If you're choosing to stand, then you're lifting your heel to your bum. Good. Bending and straightening the elbows. Well done, team. Do what you can. Keep up your breathing pattern. Excellent. Breathe out through the straw. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whoo! Great job, everybody. We're breathing out through pursed lips. You're doing fantastic. We're going to pretend our feet are inside a box. We're going to step outside of the box and back into the box. Outside of the box, into the box. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it goes out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, and you do what you can. Good. You can swing your arms to increase the difficulty. Keep up that breathing pattern. Remember, we want to get ourselves huffing and puffing a little bit. Great job, everybody. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. Remember, you are in control of the intensity. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Well done, everybody. Are we having fun? Yay!
Yeehaw!
So we got 2 more cardio rounds. 2 more. Well done. Catch your breath. You're getting a slightly longer breath here, rest here because you had to work slightly longer. Oops. Just a tiny bit. Okay, our next one here, team, is we are going to step our feet, push forward and up, forward and up. If you can't do up, you can just go forwards and back. Let's go. So you can go forwards and then up, forwards, up, or you can just go forwards and back, forwards and back. Good. Excellent. Almost there, team. Do what you can. Three, two, one, and rest. Good. Breathing out through pursed lips. And then we've got our last one coming up. There we go. So our last one, team, is we're just going to roll one hand over the other. And we're going to just tap your foot across. One foot taps across one leg. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Roll those arms. Roll those arms. 1 foot taps at a time. There we go. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. Well done, everybody. You've got 15 seconds left. Keep breathing out through that straw. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! That's right. Woohoo! Great job, everybody. So we're getting a longer rest here. And then we're going to move on to some strength exercises. Awesome, awesome. Is there any questions so far?
Nope.
Well, no? All right. Now's a great time for a sip of water. And again, we're just focused on recovering our breath. Try to get into some of those deeper belly breaths as we breathe in. And we're still breathing out through that straw.
Jill?
Yeah?
Jill?
Yes? Oh, now you muted, Kathy.
Okay, sorry. Not right this minute, maybe at the end of the class, but because you asked the question, can you tell me a little bit about SI joints, what I could do to make them less feeling?
That's a good question.
Oh, so I'll leave you with it now, though. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. We'll chat about that during stretch time.
Perfect.
Go over some stuff for it. Perfect. Okay, team. So here's what's going to happen. We are going to do 4 exercises and then have a longer rest, and then we're going to repeat them. How does that sound? Okay. Terrible. We don't like repeating, but we're going to do it. And remember, the trick is just to tell yourself, woo, when faced with a challenge. So we're going to start with our absolute favorite, sit to stands. Woohoo! But we're going to do 5 of them, but we're going to do what I call 1.5 sit to stands today. So you are welcome to use your weight to increase the challenge, but a 1.5 sit to stand is where we push through our feet to stand all the way up. Then we sit down part way, come back up, and then sit all the way down. Ooh, 5 of those. Ready? Remember, you can stay seated and just push your feet into the ground. Those muscles will tense up and then relax, okay? All right, we're standing up, pushing through the feet. Then we come part way down, back up tall, and then down to 3. And then we stand up. We come down part way, back up and down, 2, 3. And push through your feet. Stand up tall, down part way, and up and down with control. Very good. That's 3. And up. Or it's helpful to breathe out. Down part way, push back up, down, 2, 3, and then final one. Push through your feet. Stand all the way up, down part way, then back up, down, 2, 3, and that was 5. Awesome. Good work, team. Now you need your weight if you don't already have it. Good. We're going to lean forward. And then we're going to pull the weight up and back down. Pull the weight up and back down. Okay? You can be more, you can have the weight on the outside of your leg or on the inside, whatever feels best for you. And I just encourage you all, don't round, get your chest up. We're braced through the arm to leg, and then we pull it up. 2.
Jill, how can I adjust for standing on this one? I have 2 little weights, so I could do one weight in each hand.
So you can either have one hand on the seat or the back of your chair and lift, or you can do it with both.
Okay.
If you ever want to make it more challenging with 2 small weights, you can also try holding both weights in one hand.
Okay.
Bit of a grip strength challenge as well. 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Those of you with a cranky back might also find it helpful to do the standing version. But again, just keeping up tall, hinge through the hips. That should really help take pressure off the lower back. And lift. Remember, it's helpful to breathe out as we pull. Good work. Great job, everybody. We've got 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. All right, then you're going to just lower the weight back down and grab your stretchy band. Good. Now with the stretchy band, we're going to, you're going to get the band. Ooh, let's do this. Wrap the band around your legs. Good. And then we're just going to pull the knees apart, or you can make it more challenging by stepping 1 foot away and bring it back. If you're choosing to step the foot away, please make sure your knee stays in line with your foot. So rather than this, you keep the knee with your foot the whole time. Okay, all right, squeeze to pull apart. 1. Squeeze to pull apart. Remember, it's helpful to breathe out as we squeeze. There we go. Breathing out as you squeeze. Fantastic work, everybody. Tighten up those glutes. Crush the walnuts between your bum cheeks. That's always our funny way to help us tighten our glutes. Good. And 3 more. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Undo the band. Okay, then our number 4 exercise, the band goes to the side, is we just need our weight again. We're going to lean back in our chair. And whether you have just one weight or two weights, we're going to just push on a diagonal. So you kind of want to push the weight so it's kind of in line with your eyes. If you push too far in front of you, the tops of your shoulders are going to do all the work. So it's like we're pushing overhead, but by pushing overhead, it's actually just above our chest. And then down with control. Keep the elbows tucked in and push. Down with control. Those of you that have cranky shoulders when we do straight up overhead should find this feels better. Good, and push. Down with control, breathing out to push. Down with control, breathe 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 out to push. And two more. Down with control, breathe out to push. Down with control, and last one. Good, and rest. All right, now we get a minute rest, and then we're going to repeat. Does anyone have any questions about those 4 exercises to help us repeat them? I see one question has popped up. There's a question about strengthening the diaphragm. Strengthening the diaphragm. So, kind of the 2 key ways. One, we strengthen a muscle more with range of motion. So if I were to strengthen my bicep, I would get stronger by fully curling it up and back down versus going only halfway up and down. When we think of the diaphragm sits underneath the rib cage and is a breathing muscle. The diaphragm, we're talking about rib mobility. So expanding the rib cage on our breaths. So trying to breathe, like practicing your breathing exercises, the box breathing where we breathe in, we hold that breath, we breathe out, then we hold that breath. Those are going to strengthen the diaphragm and our other breath exercises. You can also practice tightening your core as you breathe out. As long as you don't have those of you with a hernia have to be really cautious of that, but core exercises while breathing. So think of, leaning back and then hold that position and then you breathe in and then you breathe out through pursed lips and you maintain some tension here the whole time. That can also help strengthen the diaphragm. And then the other thing you can do, as long as it's very light, if you have a really light weight at home or water bottle, laying on your back in your bed with your knees up, feet flat, but knees bent, you can put the really light weight, really light, on your abdomen and practice your belly breathing. So you have to breathe in, expand, right, belly breath, and kind of push the weight up and then breathe out to bring it back down. But again, super lightweight on that one. You want to be really careful. And again, it's just to give you more of that external cue of pushing out. It's less about the weight, right? You could use it with even a cloth, right? Rolled up cloth. So you get that external feeling of pushing it away from you. Hopefully that makes sense. Please don't put heavy weights on your abdomen and try to breathe.
I do that with a book.
Book, yay!
I use a book that goes up and down. You can watch it.
Amazing, good. So a book is a great way. Yeah, put a book on your abdomen, laying on your back, breathe in, and then breathe out. Brilliant, Karen, brilliant. All right, hopefully that helps everybody. We are going to repeat our exercises starting with our special sit to stands, our 1.5 sit to stands. Remember, you can hold a weight to make it more challenging, but that is completely up to you. You can also just stay seated and push your feet into the ground. Awesome, it'll fire up those legs too. When you are ready, we are standing up, pushing through the feet. We come down part way, then back up and down, 2, 3, and push through the feet, standing up, down part way, up, and then down, 2, 3, and push through the feet, up, down part way, up, and down, 2, 3, push through your feet, up, down part way, up, down, 2, 3, and last one, push through the feet, down part way, then back up, then down, 2, 3, whoo! Good, that was 5. Now it's our row. So remember, if you're choosing to stand, you can have your hand on the back of your seat, or you can do it higher up. And it's pulling the weight up. Or we're seated. Remember, stay up tall, hinge through the hips, and
I have
pull.
a quick question.
Yes.
How close to your body do you keep your arm? Like
Quite
tight?
close. Yeah, quite
Okay.
tight. Yeah, so think about just pulling the elbow back. Not up to the ceiling, but you want to just pull your elbow straight back behind you. And then with control. Good. But you want to keep the weight close to your body. Keep your arm close to your body. Breathing out as you pull it up. Down with control. Breathe out. Down with control. 4 more. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Yeah.
And switch arms. Good work, team. And get ready. We breathe out as we pull. And down. Breathe out. 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 Down. Breathe out as you pull. Lower down with control. And 3. 2. And 1. And relax. Very good. You can put your weight to the side. You need your stretchy band. Wrap up those legs. And we're going to pull apart the knees and back. Pull apart the knees and come back. And remember, the goal is less. You don't worry about pulling apart your knees as far as you can. Think about squeezing your glutes as hard as you can. So squeeze the glutes hard and the knees will pull apart. Good. Squeeze to pull apart. Squeeze to pull apart. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good work. Squeeze. Here we go, team. Couple more. And 3. 2. And 1. Good. Now just to point out, we're going to repeat that kind of chest press movement. If this did not feel good for you, that's okay. I'd like you to do a banded chest press instead. That's putting your band around your back and pushing your arms out in front of you. Okay, you can do that instead. If you enjoyed the variation, then you can grab your weight. We're leaning back, and we're gonna push the weight up and down. Good, breathing out as you push, and come back. Breathe out as you push, and come back. Woo! Good, breathe out as you push. Down, 2, 3. And 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Good. Okay, now we get a rest. Again, to your recovery position. Focus on your breathing. I have really good news for you. Our goal is to do that again. But here's the catch. If, or not catch, condition. Here's the condition. If you're feeling quite fatigued, then I want you to do less repetitions. So we've been doing about 10 repetitions. I'd like you to do 5. Okay? So if you're feeling quite fatigued, just monitor the volume. We can change it. But if you're feeling pretty good, I want to challenge you today and see if we can get through a 3rd set. Okay? So you decide what's best for your body. You are in charge. But we're starting with those 1.5 sit-to-stands. You can do it with or without the weight. You can do it seated. When you are ready, we're pushing through our feet. Down part way, up, and then down, 2, 3. Push through the feet, up, down part way, up, down, 2, 3, and up, down part way, up, down, 2, 3, and push through the feet, up, down part way, up, down, 2, 3, last one, push, down part way, up, down, 2, 3, and rest. Good. So again, rest as needed. This is an extra challenge. No matter what, even if you just do 1 repetition, you have just challenged yourself more and done more strength than we normally do. Don't feel like you have to keep up to what the maximum level is. We're hinged forward, or you can do this standing. We're pulling the weight up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Grab your stretchy band. Wrap your legs up. Okay, remember it's all about squeezing those glutes. Pull the knees apart. Ready and squeeze. And then pause. And then relax. 1. Squeeze. Pause. Relax. 2. Squeeze. Pause. Relax. 3. Squeeze. Pause. Relax. 4. Squeeze. pause, relax. 5, squeeze, pause, relax. 6, squeeze, pause, relax. 7, squeeze, pause, relax. 8, squeeze, pause, relax. 9, and squeeze, pause, relax is 10. Unwrap the legs. We've got one last exercise if you can. You can do the banded chest press or with your weight. Leaning back. And when you're ready, we're pushing and down with control. 2. Breathing out. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And relax. Woohoo! 3 sets, team. Wow! Okay, let's have a little rest. And then it's time for stretching and cool down. So the one thing I will point out, because there was the question about the SI, which is short for sacroiliac, and that's where your sacrum or the bottom of your spine attaches to your hips.
Oh,
So your hips connect at the back, and as you step, your hips kind of rotate.
okay.
Okay, so that point at the very back where your hips attach to the bottom of your spine, that's the SI joint.
Oh.
Okay, so a couple different things can be happening. Kind of the first thing I recommend to people who are really sore in their hip or lower back area or SI. So that's a lot of you. And even knee pain can this can help. Is if you have a small ball, or you can use just your thumb. Actually, I'll show you. So right where you would have a bum pocket. Everyone can visualize where a bum pocket would be on their pants.
Yeah.
The outside upper corner of that bum pocket. You can usually you can dig your couple of your fingers in or your thumb, whatever feels most comfortable, shoulder-wise. And if you just gently massage there, see if it's tender or sore. On a lot of you, it's probably quite sore. And if you might need to kind of move around a little bit to find the right spot, you'll know pretty quick. And if you kind of just gently push in there, well, then you can lift up the leg or rotate it, move the knee out and in, and that'll apply more pressure to the muscle. Okay, you can just gently massage that. If you had a small ball, don't use a golf ball. Just trust me. It'll mark up your walls. But if you've got a small, harder ball, you can kind of place it on that area and stand against the wall and gently push and kind of massage back and forth. If you had a small ball, get to be like a bear scratching an itch on a tree. Very fun. But that'd be the biggest thing that I would recommend as a really easy, quick fix for some things. That's really safe to try, whether or not it works for you or not. It's just an easy, safe thing to try. That'd be the key thing there. But if it tightens up a lot back there, I'd recommend just continuing some glute exercises. You know, like if you practice squeezing your glutes, the band. See if that kind of helps feel more stable. That kind of stuff. Okay?
Thanks.
Push one hand up, push the other straight down. Then we're going to take a slow breath in. Breathe out through the straw. Once more. Switch hands. Good. Push those hands away from each other. Slow breath in. And out. One more. Breathe in. And out. Relax there. Good. Pull your arms up. Pull them back. Hold. Breathe in. And out. One more. In. And out. And relax those arms. Stretch a foot out in front of you. Hinge at the hips, reaching towards your foot. Do you have any questions, everybody?
I do. This is Mary. I've got a question about the exercise bands. Mine are all breaking, so I need to buy some new ones. But how do you tell what ones are the best and what colors you're supposed to use and what the weight is on them?
That is a great question, Mary, and does not have a simple answer because each company tends to do their own color scheme.
Okay.
Okay. Often when you buy them, it'll tell you, you guys can switch. It'll tell you which one is light, medium, and heavy. Because you can
So
often
you can
buy
buy
them.
from any company though.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. And the same with weights. You can buy them from anybody and they're going to be like free weights. They're going to be the right sizes.
Yes.
Okay. That's it. Thank you.
Yep, no problem at all. No problem at all. And my recommendation would just be get a variety. So again, oftentimes you can buy the resistance bands in a bundle.
Right.
Sometimes they're in a box, sometimes they just come in a pack, but they often come with kind of 2 or 3 or 4 of them. And then that's good to have that variation because you want to find for each different movement something that's challenging but doable. I do find that more helpful than just the one. And free weights are pretty much standardized. If they say they're 5 pounds, they're 5 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
No problem at all. That's a
I have
great
a
question.
question.
Yeah,
Jill?
Sue.
So one of my shoulders is rotated forward like so I'm quite willing to do whatever it takes to try and break it of that habit. But what can I do to help me?
Does it hurt?
Yes, in certain positions.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I don't go there.
Yeah. You guys can put your leg to your shin or pull it all the way up to your thigh. Does it hurt going overhead?
If I work through it, I can go like this. If it's really slow and controlled and there is no pain.
But it's sore.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
when I try and you know the Y, the W that we make,
Yeah.
that's where that pain comes in a great deal, is trying to open up that way. To open the shoulder up so that
As we do a couple of them, does the pain reduce, stay the same, or increase?
Increase.
For a couple of you, it increases.
Mhm.
What about you, Sue?
I'm thinking it's diminishing because I work at it a lot because I don't want it.
So the more we do a couple of W's, the pain starts to reduce.
It does. It's stiff.
Yeah.
And I load it with tiger bombs so that.
Yep. Change legs. So that's a fun one. A lot of you have problems with a shoulder or both shoulders. So if you want to do this next exercise, please join in. If you want to just keep stretching, do what's best for you. But if you grab your stretchy band, those of you with sore shoulders.
No, I don't, but that's so.
And I'm going to warn you right now, we are not creating tension. So we're not pulling the band. We're holding the band. Hold the band in your hands just so that it's tight, but not actively pulling it. So we don't want it loose like this. We want there just to be a tiny bit of tension. Good?
Okay.
Now, number 2 is pull the elbows in. So our fists and elbows should be in a straight line. Now, by creating that little bit of tension, just pull it a tiny bit. Do you guys feel that tension in your shoulders?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, super slowly lift your arms up just a tiny bit. Do not allow chicken wings to happen. Pull those elbows in and back down. Now, make sure your chin is slightly tucked. And again. Don't go up too high. You're going to feel it a lot in your neck. Elbows tuck in. Gently pull the band apart. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Lift. And down. Okay, is that surprisingly tiring?
That's difficult.
Do 3 to 5 of those 3 times a day. Not all at once.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
that's one thing to practice, is just to help stabilize that. And the other one you guys can do for sore shoulders, just your hands against a wall. And then you just slowly pull your shoulder blades behind you. Like pull them back like you're trying to pinch a pencil between your shoulder blades. And then do the reverse. Push your hands and shoulder blades away from you so they round a little bit. And then again, gently pull and push. Then you can make it a little more challenging, progressing to hands on a table. Pull the shoulder blades back, pinch a pencil, and then push them away from you. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Hello,
Hi.
this is Steph. I was just going to suggest that before you buy weights, use a soup can, use a water bottle, use something you have. And
Yes.
not go out and spend the money on the weights.
Absolutely. So if you're starting with 3 pounds or less, soup cans are about 1 pound each. Water bottles are about 2 to 4 pounds, depending. If you have a 2 liter each liter of water bottle is 2.2 pounds.
Okay.
So a 1 liter water bottle, you've got 2 pounds. If you have a 2 liter water bottle, you have about 5 pounds.
I need to go up to about 5 though. I can do 2s and 3s very easy. So I have to, in some of the exercises, I need to go up to a 5.
Yep.
So
So then I would recommend you get a 5 and a 7 or 8.
okay. All
Yeah.
righty. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, team. Just join me in one last deep breath together. Do whatever you want with your hands. You can keep them low, you can raise them up, but we're breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And relax. Really good questions today, everybody. I'm impressed. Hopefully a lot of you found that helpful. Okay, because I'm here to help you as best I can. And yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. I want to see you all on Thursday.
Give
Be
it our best shot.
dedicated.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
Bye-bye.
You are so welcome.